All right, let's call the meeting to order, 7:34. Lillian, do you mind taking notes?
Not at all.
Thank you. So let's approve the notes from December. Motion to approve December notes.
Yes.
All right, everybody approve?
Yes, approved.
Yes, great. Well, Tiana, are you public participation?
I guess so, yeah. Except I'm like, consider me a Cheyenne type help on this one.
All right.
Right.
All right, next item is school waste initiatives. So we are starting Woodville composting and food rescue Monday. It's been a little crazy trying to get everything together. I just was texting with Tim today and was like, where are the barrels? Can we get the barrels?
So is that all set? That I sounded like that was the remaining item.
He said he thinks that he has them in stock, and I didn't hear back whether that was yes. He was going to follow up with the principal today. That's all he said. I should have them in stock. So I can follow up with him again tomorrow, just to make sure. But I don't know if he talked to the janitor either, so I can follow up on both of those. And Cheyenne and I are gonna go there on Friday to set up everything, basically all the signs and everything, and probably put together that cooler. Make sure.
Would you do me a favor once you set it up, will you take a picture of it? Because I made the like slides to show to the kids, and I just used one of the pictures off the internet of the cooler. So if you could send me a picture of the actual cooler, and if the other barrels and signs are there, I'm happy to use fresher pictures. I stole pictures from the video from Walton.
Okay. So you're gonna show a slide of what's already there in person?
Well, I'd initially put the slides together not knowing if we were doing it at actually lunchtime, but I have like a, picture of an apple core. Where does this go? And then the picture of like which barrel it goes to. So they can do like a sort of quiz interactive thing. So yes, I was going to show pictures of the barrels, even though they'll be in the room.
Okay. I mean, we could also just point to the barrels.
We could. But then I would need to have, well, I mean, I could show a picture of
I just think it's better to point to the actual barrel instead of a picture of it, just so there can kind of connect the dots in person of which barrel it is.
Okay, do that.
And so we have the cooler packs and the cooler, are they just sitting in the cafeteria?
That's my impression from the PTO person. She said she put them by the fridge.
Okay.
So I assume the cooler packs are not filled and in the freezer. So that would be something else to do on Friday.
Okay. And so Tiana and I are gonna go on Monday to during lunch to basically help the kids on the first day to understand what we're going to be doing. We should probably touch base with the principal just so he can maybe do like a quick announcement at the beginning of lunch that this is happening.
He wanted me to like show, I think from the latest email, it sounded like he wants me to do the whole announcing and the
Well,
assembly was
no,
actually
not
during
the
lunch.
assembly, but him just announcing like, hey, we're gonna be starting this program. Like, these are the people gonna help you
Got it. Okay.
for
So we're
today.
not just random people showing up and
Yeah.
talking during lunch. Okay.
He
Yeah.
can kind of officially announce like the start of it since he's a principal.
Sounds good.
And then I don't know if Lily or Christina, you're available next week to help out at all during lunch.
Any particular day or just any
So
day?
probably me and Tiana will be there Monday. I'm not sure if I can go back any other day next week. So
I can probably go, sorry, when is lunch? Was it like 12:30 or sorry, 11:30 to like 1-ish?
11:30 to 1:30, I thought.
I might be able to go on Wednesday for like a little bit from like maybe like 12:30 to 1-ish. Is that helpful at all?
I
um,
wasn't planning to go Wednesday at all. It sounded, Mr. Carter sounded like he thought Monday, Tuesday, Friday would be sufficient.
Okay, I can't go Tuesday, and on Friday I am out of town, unfortunately. So I guess those days aren't going to work for me. If
yeah,
Wednesday's helpful, I could do it, but
I'm out of town Friday too.
hmm.
Sorry. On Friday, I might be able to do scoot out during my lunch. So it's probably around 11:30 to 12:30, somewhere in there. If that's helpful.
Yeah, lunch window is 11:35 to 1:20. So yeah, if you can be there for a chunk of
Yeah,
that,
so
that's
if
great.
you can be there in the beginning, that's fine.
Okay. And it's at the Woodville, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Maybe Cheyenne can come on Tuesday with you, Tiana.
Sure, sounds good. I think I can also handle it myself if she can't.
Yep. Yeah, we also have to talk to the lunch monitor on Friday.
Yep. And I don't know, is Cheyenne planning to do the pickup of the food? She hasn't sent out, or I haven't seen the updated like pickup volunteers yet, so I haven't signed up for any pickup slots, but
Yeah, I'm assuming she's gonna do like the first week.
okay, sounds good.
So yeah, that's Woodville, and so the only elementary school left is Dolbear for, I don't know if the food rescue is still not that many items, but we can maybe broach the principal again in like a month or so, saying, hey, you're the last elementary school to not do composting. You know, it's going well at Woodville, which is a similar size, if not bigger than Dolbear. So let's plan to circle back with him soon.
Yeah, I've seen him in person a few times and I just haven't felt like it was, he's on his off time. So I felt like I shouldn't bring it up and just keep it more professional. So, but I have run into him and I've like mentioned it here and there, but I think an email is probably a good idea.
Yeah, and also, it seemed to work coming from a parent. Tiana kind of set the initial, you know, let's do this from a parent standpoint at Woodville, and so maybe that's our ticket for Dolbear too.
Yeah, I'm happy to take on that role. If you guys have like certain wording, I can have the email, I can write the email to him. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I'll forward you the one I sent to.
Yeah, do that. And then I can at least like, I am a Dolbear parent, so I can, take on that role too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works.
All right, awesome. Yeah, we'll have to I was gonna talk to the new student liaisons for ESC about the high school and the Galvin. I know that Nathaniel is still trying to get a green team together at the Galvin, but it doesn't seem like he's making much headway. So we'll have to talk to them maybe at the next ESC meeting about if they want to help out at those schools. Anything else for school stuff? School waste?
Christine, did you and Cheyenne figure out something for like where the rescued food goes to?
Yeah, we touched base, and I think she had kind of felt like we should hold off a little bit because the times that I do go to that location like didn't align, and we'd have to have a location to hold the food. So she would like collect it and it would be collected, but we were like, where is it going to go until Christina can drop it off? So she was like, let's just hold off for a little bit, and we just had to figure out the logistics, but
Got it.
I am there through June, so.
Well, I'll help. Thanks for having me in. See some of you
All right.
at the Woodville next week.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I am a little concerned about the food rescue, where it's gonna go.
Over at Dolberry, you mean, or where? Oh, where it's gonna go. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
secondary school especially.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
So I'll talk to Cheyenne about that Friday when I see her.
Yeah. I think she had some ideas. But
It was just the Melrose spot that couldn't take the donations anymore. Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
So next item is 2024 initiatives and priorities. Christina, I know you missed the retreat, but we did have a bunch of ideas come out of it for our committee. And I think Lily, you took the
I have the post-its.
awesome.
So we may want to do like a shared document, Google Doc or something.
Yeah.
So everybody
I should have put them into that before this call, but it slipped my mind. Sorry about that. But I can put them all into a shared document and after this call, or we could
Yep, that's
I
fine.
can read them out if you want. We can talk about them
Type them up. Yeah.
briefly, but whatever you think makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we did talk about was changing who's leading the subcommittee. Since I'm going to be leading the climate action plan subcommittee, and probably shouldn't lead two of them. So Lily, Christina, if you want to, I mean, Tiana has now left our committee, unfortunately, and so
Oh, she left. Okay, I missed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Got it.
Yeah. So because now we have a separate green business
Got it.
subcommittee, so she's going to be on that one and the education subcommittee. So.
Okay.
So what's involved in leading? I mean, I don't know exactly the responsibilities of the leader.
Basically emailing Sherry when the next meeting will be, so she can send you the agenda template, which is just a blank Word doc that has like the Zoom info and the time of it just looks like has their header and whatever. You just fill in. I can show you.
Also, Lily, I mean, you don't have to take this on. We can split it. I don't know if we can co-lead or like.
I wondered if we can co-lead because I'm
Yeah.
afraid that I won't have the bandwidth to like do a good
Yeah,
job
yeah.
on it.
So I think I feel the same way,
Yeah.
and I think we could probably both do it together if that's
I think
an
that would
option.
be a little bit more appealing. I like that better.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
We just the only thing with the like setting the meetings is you have to have the agenda sent 48 hours before the meeting. So it can be posted on the website.
So you send the agenda to Sherry again?
Yeah, I'll send you guys like a write-up of like the
Okay,
steps.
yeah, that's
Oh,
helpful.
okay, great.
The
Thanks.
email addresses, the steps, and yeah.
Okay.
And we can divide and conquer based on that.
Yeah, that sounds good. It
Okay.
seemed like Stefan would benefit from something like that too. From the retreat, he seemed like he was open to leading the green spaces group, but didn't know the processes. So I'm sure
Yeah.
if you copied him,
Let
he'd
me-
appreciate that.
Yeah, let me send a group email. Leading subcommittees. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you guys want to coordinate on that, it's fine.
Sounds good.
So I don't know if you want to kind of read through the post-its.
Sure, I can read through them. So in no particular order, we have, so I guess, well, Christina, I don't know if you had any background of what we did at the retreat, but
I
we
don't.
all, okay. Well, we all had Post-its and
Okay.
we were, Tiana actually did a wonderful job leading it, I thought. I thought it was really engaging. I don't know if you agreed
Oh,
with
that's
that,
awesome.
Melissa, but I had a good time with it. But anyway, we all wrote down kind of like ideas, things we wanted to either continue focusing on or new things to focus on for the coming year on Post-its, and then we all put them up on the wall in like groups, kind of like how they fell together, like maybe recycling group or education group or whatever. And then we all kind of had 5 items that we could initial as like the ones we thought were priorities. And so we used that as kind of steps to narrow down where our focus might be in the coming year.
That's really cool. Yeah.
It was
that's
cool.
awesome.
It was a fun
Yeah.
exercise. So we have a lot of Post-its that kind of fell into potential, and then we kind of divided up into committees after that, like
Okay.
kind of figured out where they fell in different committees. So there's a lot of Post-its here. So I'm sorry for not having this in a better organized document beforehand,
Oh.
but there were a number of votes for continuing the pumpkin composting situation, potentially expanding it. The waste reduction in schools got a number of votes as well. There was some items about continuing to support and get compliance of bags and styrofoam bans.
Yeah.
Hitting 500 household discount for Black Earth composting, so expanding the composting program. Organizing events for harder to recycle items like styrofoam or black plastic, or other bigger items around the home, like the Christmas light one that they did this year.
Yeah.
Other steps to improve recycling in the area, more year-round centralized recycling, like the cardboard dumpster. Working with the town landfill to expand the recycling program. Again, those kind of all fell together. Styrofoam recycling, a lot of recycling drives, more recycling drives, candy wrappers. Those were the main ones, actually. So I guess they all kind of fell into those like composting and recycling kind of buckets. Are we missing anything that you can remember, Melissa? I think
I think so. Yeah, it kind of was a lot of like continuing to do what we've been doing.
Yeah.
But also trying to expand what we've been doing.
Right. Yeah. And I'll still put these in a document so you guys can see kind of like where the votes landed and everything, but
Awesome.
that was the gist of it. I'm not sure. I mean, I think the stuff that was working, great. We'll keep going with it, but I don't know how to begin kind of like expanding hard to recycle item things, just doing a little bit of research maybe on like groups that can come in and like take care of some of the harder items, or is there anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's TerraCycle, which is a by the boxes, but their boxes are very expensive.
Yeah,
There's also, you know, that company we use for the candy wrappers, but
right.
they're very limited in what they offer.
What about, does any company do styrofoam, or is that not even a thing?
There was a company a long time ago that did styrofoam recycling. Like they would come to towns and do collection days. I know that they do them. I mean, they collect recycling at the Reading DPW. I don't know who they use. And I think Melrose has done like styrofoam collection days too. So we can like look into both of
Okay.
those towns and see like how they do it.
Okay. Yeah, I know a while back we collected a whole bunch and like we took it somewhere in Charlestown. Like it was like a schlep to go
Save
recycle it
that
somewhere.
stuff.
Yeah, but I haven't
So
done that
we
in a while.
also collected styrofoam at the recycling event that last spring, which is also happening again this spring, that the representative Garabedian
Oh,
organized.
that's great.
So we did, I don't know if you guys were there, but we did collect styrofoam at that event, and the green waste place that was doing the like electronics and stuff, they were gonna take it to some facility for recycling.
Nice.
So we can think about maybe doing that again and partnering with them again.
The electronics is a good one. Like even things like batteries. Like I find like,
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
yeah, battery
Um,
collects in my
Yeah, like a
opinion.
battery collection. I know
Yeah.
we forget where we take ours, but most people collect them.
There
Yeah.
is a company called Big Green Box.
Yeah.
You can get a box, you buy it, it's like $50 or something, and we could maybe talk to the town about having it just sitting at town hall.
That would be
That's perfect.
very
Yeah.
ideal. I think a lot of people would use that.
Yeah. And I know that there's places that collect batteries, like the
Yeah.
hardware store and maybe
I feel like
Staples.
Best Buy used to take batteries. I haven't been to a
Yeah.
Best Buy in a long time, but
Staples collects a lot of stuff. Like if you go to
yeah,
the site, they have a huge list of stuff that they collect as far
like
as
ink cartridges and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Light bulbs are another one.
Oh, light bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people switch over to the LEDs, but they, once they're done, they
Mhm.
keep them where to go.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that it's not really everyday item. I mean, they last for several years, so it's
Yeah.
Mhm.
maybe not as
Yeah. I think it just depends on the type of light bulb or, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I know that I think that the hardware store may collect CFLs,
They do. Okay.
They collect what? Sorry.
compact fluorescence, the spiral.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Or either Staples or the hardware store. I think one of them
Mhm.
fluorescent bulbs.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think definitely look into the styrofoam thing. And I wanted to talk about like what we wanted to do at the upcoming event, the recycling sustainability event. I think it's happening in April.
Okay.
Let me just. She already like set a date like a while ago.
Was this last year too? I don't remember it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been the last couple years she's organized this event. It's April 6th at the high school.
At the high school. I think I recycled some stuff there last year. I think it was before I was part of this committee. But
we tried to do a toy swap last year. It did not go very well.
I remember that. It was like kind of a sad little table of like
a
few toys.
So yeah, so I think we should think about something else to do.
Well, the like I know the Buy Nothing group on Facebook does toy swaps, so like maybe that market was taken. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah.
I'd love to do like a sports equipment swap.
That's a good idea.
Like
Sports equipment.
cleats, shin guards, lacrosse sticks, like they all grow out of it. And it's really, you really do want to find another family to take it because it's still really good. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah, so maybe something like that.
Okay, so we maybe think about some other type of swaps that we can do at that event or something else, some other, maybe we could get one of those big green box or something else. Try to obviously do the styrofoam again, because we need to definitely advertise that better, because should have gotten more than we did, and we got to advertise it sooner so people save it.
Yeah.
So if we want to do that, definitely get the word out earlier, as well as whatever else we're going to do there, get the word out earlier.
Yeah. Can we put like, I feel like I might have seen like a lawn sign or something. Were you guys advertising with signs like that in grass last year? I can't remember. I don't even remember why I heard about it, but I must have heard about it somewhere. And I know that I've seen.
I mean, it's the representatives event, so we weren't really.
Oh, it's the representative event. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But we need to publicize, like, I mean, she was helping to publicize what we were doing, but there's other organizations there too, so we should do our publicizing of the stuff that we're doing as well.
Can we get it into like school newsletters, or is that not a viable option? Just because I think if we're doing, like, let's say we do sports equipment, or we do like a shoe swap or something like that, like I think a lot of kids and parents, it would be the kind of the market to hit on that.
Totally.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. We didn't do that last year.
Okay. Yeah, I think a ton of parents, I mean, Lily, you could attest to this too, because I know you're on Buy Nothing, but like, we're always looking to give away our stuff.
Oh yeah, love purging.
Yeah,
Get rid of
please,
my stuff.
like, please get rid of all my things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, the school newsletter.
Yeah.
You're talking about like the PTO newsletter?
Yeah, like any of those that go out. I know they call it like Dole Bear on the Move. It's like kind of from the principal. I'm sure they do one at each school. And it just is a full bullet of something that's going on.
Yeah. So, I mean, we should, kind of make a decision on what we want to do soon, and then, start publicizing it in March. Yeah, and as far as like other things to do, I know that like Tiana was trying to do that, like recycling at multifamily, that didn't really go anywhere. Really don't want to give up on that, but I just don't know how to move forward.
That's a really frustrating one. Like it feels so outdated that someone just wouldn't have an opportunity to recycle like from their home. Like that just seems ridiculous. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what to do about it either.
And I mean, it's great that the pit has the cardboard, but it's not open year round.
Right.
So, maybe we could talk to Anne about having some sort of year round cardboard for people, because it seems like that. I mean, the one during Christmas, that thing was full. I was over there, and the one at the pit's always full, so people are using them.
Yeah.
So maybe, that's one thing we can try to help the people that can't recycle, at least have the cardboard year round. Then,
I mean, is it, this is probably sounds silly, but like, is it something that could be made into like a local or like a statewide law if you like, bring it to like your local politicians? It is a law. The problem is just that people aren't following the law.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a law.
The Department of Environmental Protection can't go policing all around. I mean,
I didn't even realize that.
They do kind of look at, when the recycling trucks or the trash trucks go to the facility, that's the only place that they can really police.
Mm,
but then they don't know where the trucks, they can't pinpoint who's doing
right.
that.
Yeah, that's impossible.
So it's just enforcement is,
Enforcement is the problem. Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Tricky one.
Yeah.
Anyway, something to think about, but I think maybe the first step is kind of the cardboard thing. Since we're already kind of doing that and just expanding that to the whole year. Then we can look into the battery box, having that at town hall, and anything else that you guys want to?
Like in terms of recyclables, you mean?
Well, just in terms of like things you want to do this year.
Oh,
Like Christine, I don't know if you have any other ideas then.
I know. I haven't like given it too much thought. I'm like taking it all in, but I know I will have some for sure.
Styrofoam is definitely a good one. You know what? Someone texted me the other day if there was a place to recycle like cling wrap, like stuff like that
stuff
kind
is
of
not
stuff.
recyclable.
I can't remember what she called it, but
Tell them just stop using it.
Yeah, right. I know.
yeah. But I
hate
did
that
see at Shaw's or no, Stop and Shop, they have boxes for like the kind of wrapping that comes around your paper towels, like that
Oh
plastic
yeah,
stuff.
that stuff is recyclable. They make
Yeah.
that to like deck building and other and like bench buildings and stuff. Company called Trex. They're the ones that kind of take all the plastic and make it into different materials. But that's only like the like stretchable plastic. It's not the same as the cling wrap.
No, it's not the same.
Right, it's not the same. Yeah.
Do you think it's worth having a box for some kind like that kind of plastic stuff at town hall too? I mean, I bring all mine to like Stop and Shop, but I don't even know. I don't even know if I trust them if they really recycle it. Like I hope they do, but I don't know.
Well, don't bring it to Target anymore. I heard that there's they were not really.
They weren't really doing it.
I feel like the only place I can trust is Whole Foods to
Totally.
do the right thing.
Totally.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, they collect at Stop and Shop, Shaw's, I think even Market Basket.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it in Market Basket. Maybe I just didn't look in the right spot. Whole Foods is a good one. I think to go there.
The one in Linfield doesn't collect it for some reason. Only the one Rose does.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, I don't think we should really pay for a box when there's all these other
there's all these other things around. That's fair.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Well, the styrofoam is a good one and the batteries are a good one. I think.
Just looking at a list to see if I can think of any ideas.
Yeah, I feel like they did some random things at the recycling event last year, like dehumidifiers and like, sort of those kind of things.
Yeah, so they were collecting a lot of mostly electronics and I think also like household like furniture and that green team junk removal, they seem to collect like everything and anything. Somehow they have.
So what do they do? What do they do with it? Do you know? Like how do they recycle it?
Either sell it to people or they have options, they're based out of, Central or Western Mass. So
gotcha.
What do you do with clothing that, like, we do a lot of donating clothing and the ones that are like ripped or stained or things like that?
So the Simple Recycling company that does the door pickups, you can put that in their
Oh,
bag.
you can if it's ripped and stained
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll just use it for rags. They'll like recycle it into rags.
Oh, they will. Okay. They're,
Simple recycling is great. I love them.
I know they're coming here on Friday. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
I'm
them
like
too.
constantly
Yeah.
collecting stuff for them.
Yes, makes you feel good. Okay, so that's one because there's certain things that just, you
Yep.
don't want to throw in the trash. It feels wrong.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they work with companies to make like, rags for like automotive dealerships or like carpet
Nice. Okay.
Hmm.
stuff.
Love
Make-
that. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyways, Christine, if you think of anything, let us know. But I think, Lily, if you want to put all those items in a list,
I will. Yes.
and then we can start, I think, focusing on the April event, what we want to do,
Hmm.
and think about how we want to publicize. And,
Yeah.
that's probably a good thing to focus on the next couple months.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll give it some more thought, but I love the sports equipment idea. It's a good one.
Yeah. Something useful. I mean, the other idea I have, it's kind of a silly idea, but it's always been something, is like diapers are like a huge waste. And like I was a cloth diaper parent. So that was, I had the company I used was out in like Western Mass. She would come here. She literally would come hit like Wakefield, Melrose, all that stuff. But there was like nothing.
Collect the dirty diapers.
Yeah, so she'd collect all the diapers. She'd drop off the new ones every week at the same time. It was like 4 a.m. She'd take them all. She had a company.
Wow.
She did that. And then, so that was every week. But I just felt like around here, it's like, when I think of the waste piece, I'm like, I think of, in terms of the volume, I'm like, okay, so you have a couple of batteries or you have a couple of light bulbs. And I'm like, there are parents that are throwing out hundreds of diapers
Yeah.
all day long, and
Yeah.
it's like, what are we doing about that? Like, is there an educational piece? Is there something around here that is a company that does it? Is like, what can we do to
Two
reduce?
places in Somerville called the Diaper Lab.
Diaper lab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They used to have a storefront, but now they don't. But I know they do like online classes.
Okay.
And
They do.
they used to have like a store of like all the cloth diapers and everything.
Yeah, all
but
that stuff. Yeah.
They closed. That's sad. I didn't.
I know,
I think
sad.
maybe I knew that and I forgot. But yeah, I used them. I
You
got
did.
my cloth diapers for them, but I didn't use a service. We just
You just
cleaned them
did yeah.
ourselves. But
Yeah.
I got all my supplies from them and they were
Right.
great. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. Just, I don't know, like just I always think about that because I think to a lot of parents, there is no other option. Like they don't
Right.
even think of that.
Yeah. I mean, I think in
Yeah.
the long run, the cloth diapers will save you a lot of money,
Ton
like,
of money.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
there's
They
a
really
lot
do.
more options out
Yeah.
there for cloth diapers than there
Yeah, there's like
absolutely.
right. There's just a lot. And I think, I don't know, it's just
Yeah.
one area that I feel like hasn't changed.
was. I think just education piece so
Yeah.
that people are aware that
Yeah,
there are
that's a really good thought, education around that.
Yeah, education around that. Yeah.
Hmm.
And even like a couple of like parents who want to learn together or something, anything like that.
Yeah.
Just help, even if we can take a little bit and a couple of people who can, switch over, make a big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I still have a bunch of cloth diapers. Like I sold the Diaper Lab
Yeah.
takes a bunch of them back. Like they would buy the ones that weren't
Yeah, I know.
terribly stained.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But I have some that like were not quite to their
Yeah,
standards
same.
that I'm
I
just
know.
using as like rags and like, they're still
Yeah.
great.
I
Like,
did that for years.
yeah,
Yeah. Same.
that's a good idea. One other thing that they could this might be, I don't think this is as good as the sports equipment, but I know a lot of people are trying to get rid of like extra like art supplies and stuff in their houses. So like if there's like a art supply swamp or something at this event, like extra paints or brushes or whatever, maybe that's something that would be of interest. I still like the sports thing better, but that one came to mind because I feel like I've got so many
Do
art
the schools take that kind of stuff?
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like all that goes in the trash anyway. Like I hate, it's like I
Yeah.
hate getting that for the kids get a lot of gifts and stuff, and it's like,
It does so much. Yeah.
yeah,
I
you
got
just have so
many
much, and it's
coloring
like,
books where
right.
like one
Yeah,
page is colored or like, just like they're so usable, but
yeah,
it just
totally.
collects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe something, the schools or maybe like Boys and Girls Club, that
A good idea.
they do art stuff at the after school program.
Yeah, they might be interested in something. It's a good thought.
All right, so I think we kind of have a lot of ideas to focus on, especially the April event coming up. So I can touch base with the green team junk removal about styrofoam recycling at that event.
Yeah.
And then, we can think about whether we want to do that sports equipment swap or something else.
Yep.
And then I'm happy to reach out to PTO at Walton to try to get that into the newsletter.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I know we've got Dolbera with you and
Yep.
Woodville with, do we have
Cheyenne.
anybody with kid at Greenwood? Cheyenne, I guess.
Cheyenne,
Maybe
yeah.
she could help.
Or, the
Just to
public-
reach out about the newsletters.
Oh, yeah, no, Cheyenne's kids are in Galvin now.
Oh, they're in Galvin now.
But I mean, we still have, we talked to the principals there, so. we'll
Okay.
be open to-
Okay.
All right, any other matters not anticipated?
Nope.
So our next meeting, I think, is on Valentine's Day. So
Is it?
we want to change that.
Wow. Everything, time is flying.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that sounds so far away, but wow.
It's the third Wednesday, so we could do the 20. No, so I'm gonna be gone the week of President's Week, so that's the week of the 19th. So we could either meet after that week or we could meet on the 13th.
It's the 13th of Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Are you good with that, Lily?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did not say that loud. I'm fine with that too. Yeah.
I thought I heard that, but it was
I like whispered it into my microphone. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'll send around the directions on leading subcommittees. So
Okay.
maybe you guys can tackle the
Yeah, organize the
scheduling and
next
agenda
ones.
for the next one.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome.
All righty.
You guys want to adjourn?
Yeah.
Adjourn.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Nate, bye.